Well, 1 hour into the program, and it's our first interview, our first promo, and Tony Schiavone's in the ring with Cody Rhodes, or Cody. And the inner circle are doing the air horn thing, and they've already been up there eating the popcorn and everything. I think Jericho is thinking back to an old Smoky Mountain television show where the stud stable were down ringside throwing popcorn at the fucking rock and roll and blah, 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 perhaps. Anyway, I don't know how they got the PA mic in the VIP box. That was a little, I know they had tickets and everything, but you don't get a PA microphone to be part of the show just because you get the VIP box. That was a little fucking loose thread there. But Cody got the people up big time. He was milking it. Jericho's promo was fucking classic. You know, the whole daring the fucking babyface to come up and do something about it. Cody's milking it. Then here comes Dustin. Then here comes MJF, and I don't know where this is going, but if MJF's in it, I'm going to love it. Jericho, who's going to be afraid of a guy wearing a scarf. Here comes DDP. They got the legends in. They're whipping these people. They're giving these people a fucking hand job, 10,000 of them all at the same time or whatever. I'm sorry, they're not doing that anymore. 5,000 of them all at the same time. This was fucking great. And then finally, when they go up there to that box and they did the fucking wrap his hand in the scarf and punch the door thing, I'm like, this is fucking great. And here we go. And it's Tupelo with a budget all over again for a second. That's wrestling. A big brawl in the arena concourse, promos back and forth. This, I wrote in capital letters, this is the best thing ever on AEW television. And once again, Jericho and or Cody and or Jericho involved always in the best thing on the show. Have you noticed this?
Yeah, no, I had the same thought. Best thing AEW has had on their television or on any of their shows by a long shot. I did like too when Cody was, Jericho's yelling at him from up there. We're used to seeing one guy on the stage and one guy in the ring and they just yell at each other. And he said, we're not on the other show. I can come up there.
Yeah.
And that got a nice little pop. And then they go up there and they let it go through the commercial too. And Jericho's there. He's got his ticket. There were fans were all around. Security kept diving in. There were guys just all over the place. It was great.
Oh, and by the way, the invisible wall, somebody on Twitter said, what is that, a phrase they use? And the first time I heard that, you know who said that to me?
No.
Bill Watts. 1984, one of the first things I learned when I got in the Mid-South locker room, I later learned that he would say it often, was that, goddamn it, he was so used to, or he's so incensed by the wrestling shows where as soon as the baby faces made the save and the heels hopped out, when they were on the floor, suddenly they stopped and it was like they're an invisible wall. He'd say, it's like an invisible wall comes up. You can't go through. If you fucking stop, he wanted the goddamn baby faces to jump out and beat the fuck out of you, right? So it was a goddamn chase scene to get away from these motherfuckers making saves in Mid-South Wrestling because it looked more real that way. If you couldn't expect them to fucking hold up. If you didn't get out of the way, your ass was fucking toast. And it made for a little more panic in those situations. But yeah, the invisible wall. I popped when I heard that.
Like you said, again, another segment with Cody and or Jericho being the best thing on the show. I've been critical of Jericho for a few years. I've loved everything I've seen with him in AEW so far, at least since the TV started. Let me specify that because he's been able to show more of his character. But this is the problem. I love this segment. I thought this segment was fucking great. There wasn't a single other promo, at least nothing that's popping into my head as I think about it, which tells you part of the story. Not another promo on the show. Not another Tony Schiavone with the microphone talking to a guy and let's see the crowd react. And I think that's what you need.
Hold on here. Let's just go back. We heard Private Party in a package. I don't think we want to hear them on a live microphone. The Lucha Brothers are limited with their English. SCU has been doing the catchphrase bullshit. I'm sure they can do better, but they've not been letting them. And do you want to hear Janela or Omega talk?
No, but you got Moxley on the roster. Moxley could do really good promos.
Okay, well, I'm just saying so far, once again, we're talking about a thin roster, and of the roster, they haven't loaded up on great promos either.
But where was Hangman Adam Page tonight? Or last night?
That's a good question.
There's a place
I have no idea.
Have him do a promo if he's not going to win.
There you go. So we could hear what these guys fucking sound like, because that was once again, that's why I said an hour in and first promo, but at least it was great.
Can I ask you a question, just based on your knowledge of various characters involved here? You know, Cody left the WWE and connected right away with the Young Bucks, you know, and they rode that wave. I mean, it was already kind of happening with the Bucks and Omega. Cody jumped in, rode that wave a little bit, and then certainly helped elevate things, and probably is the single guy responsible more than the others for getting it past a certain point and where it is now. They all worked together. It was all one unit. They were all a team, you know, doing all in together and all these things. At what point are they going to have a problem where I'm trying to book really serious shit on this show and the show's schizophrenic because you're booking all this other stuff in your tag team division or whatever it may be? Because you could definitely see the clear divide in what is, I'm not, you know.
Do you think they're actually letting individual guys book into, like, somebody's booking the tag team division and somebody's booking the individual? Because that's just insane to begin with. There needs to be somebody in charge of everything, and then everybody else gives them ideas.
And the female division, obviously.
Well, everything. Somebody needs to be in. Well, fuck. All right. Anyway,